Hey guys, how's it going? It's your girl Jackie finally back with a new video for you to enjoy. Since this month is June, Pride Month, I wanted to make a new series of videos that reviews all of the Saturday Brunch manga within Saturday AM. Now, if you aren't familiar with Saturday Brunch, it's a sister brand magazine of Saturday AM that focuses on LGBT and female-focused stories. Currently, there are 5 manga running within Brunch: Killshot, Henshin, Gunhild, Grimmheim, and Zephyr. Today, we're going to be talking about the ongoing series Grimmheim, made by German artist Kristina Andaback. So let's dive right into it. Now, back in 2018, Kristina appeared with the first version of Grimmheim within Saturday AM issue number 89. This version of Grimmheim is a bit different when compared to their current series, however some elements are still the same. Set in medieval Europe, both the old and current version are based on historical elements and the mythical land of Grimmheim. But while the older one focused on the battles between France and England, the current version is more centered on demons and witch hunts. I recommend checking out her pilot series in issue 89 to really see the differences and similarities. But I can definitely say when comparing the two that Kristina has grown a lot with her artwork and storytelling since 2018. According to the official story description, the current series of Grimmheim is described as follows. During the Dark Ages, Europe was in hysteria about witchcraft. When demons drove mankind to madness, a time of witch hunts and purges occurred. In the hopes to end the terror of the demons on Earth, the aspiring blacksmith Wolfhild sets out on a journey to reach the land of myth, Grimmheim, to destroy the demons and take a stand against those who are perpetrating the witch hunts. I'll have to save my personal thoughts towards the end of the video, but what I can say after reading the first chapter thus far is that it's really an amazing read from start to finish, both the first and second chapter. But without further ado, let's review all of the Grimmheim chapters made so far. In chapter 1, we are set somewhere deep within a forest at night. Several menacing people surround a man kneeling on the ground, his arms tied up to prevent escape. One of the dark figures carries a bloody axe. The group of men appeared to have been catching and burning people all night, claiming to do so in order to purge their land of heathens, called the Sullied. We see that the man on the ground does not believe in their cause, however, and questions why they are killing the very people they have sworn to protect, going as far as calling them monsters and failing to get rid of the actual monsters plaguing the land. This angers their leader named Father Bernard, who quickly silences the man and motions his partner to move forward. His last words to the man: "Rats like you are beyond saving. You are sullied." And with that, the executioner lifts his weapon and kills him. At daybreak the following morning, a blacksmith is seen returning to his workshop. He greets his daughter Wolfhild with a slight rebuke. She has repeatedly been missing church, which has been angering Father Bernard. But she doesn't realize that her father is there while he's talking to her. She is actually pretty sleep-deprived and exhausted after spending the whole night trying to fix a weapon for her client. Her father shouts her name, which jolts her awake. She is almost done adding the final touches to the axe and has her father examine it. Pretty impressed with her work, her father asks her more about this commission. Apparently, she made the weapon for someone called Herr Siegfried, but it broke while he was using it. Promising to have it fixed quickly, she's been working hard to meet the deadline. Her father, noticing something is wrong with Wolfhild's demeanor, asks what else is going on. Frustrated, she claims that the axe should have never broke in the first place and doubts her skills as a blacksmith. Comforting her, he places his hand on her shoulder, which we see is missing a few fingers. As a blacksmith himself, mistakes are inevitable, and it takes years to master the craft. But he sees the potential in Wolfhild and encourages her to keep working at it. Reflecting on the past, she remembers the moment her father's fingers were lost, as she accidentally cut them off while working on another weapon. She promises to herself in that moment that she won't make a mistake like that again and not let her father down. Later that following night, we see a group of villagers huddled around a dead, bloody body. Not knowing what has happened, they are clearly frightened by the scene and look to Father Bernard for answers. Bernard advises them that the Sullied have reached their village. People have become Sullied due to the curses that they were placed on them by the other Sullied. Almost like an incurable disease, Father Bernard tells them that these infected individuals are beyond saving once they become monsters. The villagers, in disbelief, start to wonder where it all started, and Father Bernard knows at that exact moment just who to blame. Wolfhild, the church-skipping heathen. Meanwhile, back at the blacksmith home, Wolfhild hears someone outside her door. She ventures outside and discovers spatters of blood everywhere and a man in the background who seems to be struggling on the ground. But this is not just any man. This guy is Herr Siegfried, her client. Immediately, Wolfhild takes action. Believing him to be hurt, she kneels close to him, offering him a place to stay while his wounds heal. But little does she know that he has become another victim of the soul eat. With the look of a demon, he spits blood in her face and blames her for his predicament. Stunned and afraid, the frightening scene reminds her of a moment in her past where her home was lit on fire. Not knowing what to do, Wolfhild's head starts pounding in reaction to the stress, while Herr lies motionless on the ground. At that moment, Father Bernard and the villagers find Wolfhild alongside the man on the ground. Seeing that she is covered in blood and kneeling close to the body, they are convinced that she is the one who killed Herr Siegfried. Leading the witch hunt, Bernard accuses Wolfhild of deceiving everyone, consistently missing church seminar on purpose so that she could do the devil's work in secret. Calling her a soul eat, he makes her out to be the true culprit behind the mysterious deaths. He grabs the confused girl and insists that she be locked away for the sake of everyone's safety. Wolfhild, fighting for her innocence, claims that she has nothing to do with this and would never hurt anyone. But Father Bernard will not have it. He continues to pin her down, and Wolfhild shouts and struggles in protest. The shouting happens to wake up her father, who was resting in the home. He sees his daughter struggling with the villagers outside through his home and immediately rushes outside to her aid. There must be a misunderstanding, he says. He pleads with Father Bernard to explain the situation so that they could come to a peaceful and reasonable solution. Vouching for her good nature, he asks why they are doing this to her. Dismissing his concerns, Bernard continues to blame his daughter and begins to argue with him. Meanwhile, Wolfhild is led away into a separate building by one of Bernard's companions. Increasingly frustrated by the situation, he quickly tosses the girl into the room and questions why isn't she being executed right away if she is a witch. Not having any patience for this ridiculous situation, he decides that Wolfhild should die, right here and right now. But little does he know that his body is reacting to his anger and transforming him into a giant demon. Wolfhild, not knowing what is going on, is trapped, helpless to her captor. And that's the end of Chapter 1 of Grimmheim. What an amazing story and build up towards the end. I personally love how the creator Kristina Andaback uses suspense and dark elements to get the reader really excited. If you haven't read or seen the anime Berserk, I got a lot of Berserk vibes while reading this story. And I definitely wasn't expecting to see severed heads and bloody visuals, but that is what makes a story like this really intense. Kristina is a very talented artist and storyteller, and I'm very excited to read more of Grimmheim. If you want to check out Grimmheim for yourself, which I totally recommend you do, you can check it out on the Saturday AM app, which I'll link below in the description, but it's an awesome read, so you should go check it out. Also, Kristina has an Instagram and a Twitter, so feel free to give her a follow there. She deserves it. Please let me know down in the comments below of what you think of Grimmheim. I would love to read your responses. But other than that, that's all I have for today, guys. I'll see you very soon with a new review of Grimmheim Chapter 2. Take care, everyone, and have an amazing day.